the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Still on the issue of Chairman Kwame Bafo, Yaduduana Abronye, Bruno Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. And they said, Chairman BPMO, the Accra Circuit Court 9. Now, in fact, Judge Nia Oti Edwemu eti the Ghana Police Service ano asem na omuti lawyers representing Abronye so ano asem no omo say in fact they can't grant Chairman Kamba for Abronye bail. The sanity onko no twira ban kukumu na Yakopon ya domu a fiada the 12th of September Chairman Kamba for Emra na yentoa case no eso. Now, so many people have expressed their views with regards to the kind of treatment being meted out to Chairman Kamba for Abronye by the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Service and by the court. This is not a criminal matter. This is a civil matter. This is a civil case. This is something that is bordering on insult. And in fact, yadini pano backcourt, handcuff gunin sa, say, kamumuntum, na wademu edene ba, and a whole lot of others, some notable human rights lawyers, and so edomano to Nsem-Pii be actually omo adwin. Now the minority caucus in parliament made about some 88 sitting MPs, and so the omo sa shekrata si chirimua. The IGP Yohonu should be very, very, very careful because according to the minority, the Abronye DC formuno and yet justice, the moment smacks of punishment. The IGP is being used as a tool of punishment by the NDC, not as a tool of justice delivery. And the entire policing system, according to the minority, has been used as a tool for political punishment and not for justice delivery. Now, we shall criteria the free the minority caucus in parliament or say for immediate release. Statement by the minority caucus on the remand of Mr. Kwame Bafo, Abronye DC, and the growing culture of political persecution and abuse of power. We, the minority caucus, express grave concern over the arrest and remand of Mr. Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye DC, the Bruno Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Mr. Bafo was arraigned before the Accra Circuit Court today and remanded into police custody until Friday, the 12th of September 2025, on 2 charges of alleged offensive conduct conducive to a breach of the peace. The circumstances surrounding Abronye DC's arrest and detention reveal a disturbing pattern. The government of the day is increasingly weaponizing the judicial system against perceived opponents. This vague and overly broad application of the law falls far short of international standards of legal specificity. Even more troubling, his arrest follows attempts to seek political asylum in 8 countries, citing persecution and threats to his life. The denial of bail and his remand clearly suggested punishment, not justice. This case is not isolated. We see deliberate and systematic campaign to suppress public freedom of speech. Journalists, social commentators, and opposition figures are harassed through arbitrary arrest and detentions. State security is deployed to intimidate citizens who expose corruption or question government narratives. A climate of fear is being instilled where ordinary people hesitate to exercise their constitutional right to free expression. Such orchestrated persecution is a betrayal of the democratic principles upon which Ghana was founded. The minority caucus stands in solidarity with all voices of dissent and affirms their right to hold government accountable without fear of persecution. Meanwhile, government has neglected the urgent national crisis in the full glare. In the northern Ghana, communal violence has claimed the lives of at least 31 and displaced nearly 15,000 people, with more than 14,000 forced to seek refuge in Côte d'Ivoire. This is not just a local tragedy, it is a regional humanitarian emergency that shames our nation. The citizens must cross international borders to find safety and peace is an indictment of a government that has abandoned its basic duty to protect its people. Our northern compatriots deserve urgent attention, not the neglect and indifference that have characterized the state's response so far. Political witch hunts cannot be used as a smokescreen to deflect attention from this disastrous humanitarian endeavor. We also draw attention to an alarming escalation of threats against political leaders, including our minority leader, the Honorable Osahene Alexander Kwame Nafenyomaki, our chief whip, the Honorable Frankano Dompre, our national organizer, Mr. Henry Nana Boachi Nanabi. Report of assassination plot issued openly by NDC executives and the associates, while the authorities look away as if nothing has occurred, signal a dangerous deterioration of democratic tolerance. This climate of intimidation is not a partisan issue. It is an assault of democracy itself. Such threats violate international democratic norms and cannot be dismissed as mere local politics. They demand immediate serious investigations. The Ghana Police Service, which has now become a political tool for punishment, must rise above political partisanship, abandon its current posture as a tool of the ruling party, and guarantee protection for all political actors, regardless of political affiliation. We, the minority caucus, reiterate that this government has abandoned its constitutional obligations, choosing instead the path of authoritarian consolidation, judicial persecution, executive overreach, economic manipulation, and security failures that have converged into a perfect storm that endangers both democracy and development in Ghana. We remain resolute in our commitment to uphold the rule of law, protect human rights, and restore public trust in our democratic institutions. Ghana's democracy is too precious to be surrendered to fear, intimidation, and authoritarian excess. Mr. IGP, don't allow yourself to be used as a political tool for persecution. And signed, the Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, Second Deputy Minority Whip, Member of Parliament for Weija Bawi. The krataa no nyina no tentini ni tietia me bone tofa. The minority in parliament ichirimu a. 1. The arrest and the detention of Kamba for Abronye. Enyina mra biaso. 2 kwanya ye fa so refuse no bail enso nyina mra bia so looking at charge credit abon na yewura kwa bafo omu jana chi pintin obi antumi kan kasa bon fa hye ne yam sane se kabi ma men ka bia mamuo no ya adwenkyere kabi ma men ka bia mamuo no ye se dia ma adwene ye me wo se metumi ka ma adwene sa ne kan kabi ma men ka bia mamuo na yewura kwa bafo de esi se benyo ono ko a enya first time asi Yohonu TikTokers ni other social media commentators ye bi ya ma ya chi wo nyina do magum ana minority chire mu a ye fa ani chire mu esi mu mantem ye hwe ntoko ekoso ye hwe basabasa ye ekoso nipa bro empem 9 empem du 9 ena enya baby na adwane koko divoire eno de amoyi mani se de ahwinsiye ena na de TikTokers any social media talkers ena na de mu di omachi echi wo left right center enyina mre bia so ana minority ni chirim se ye to man yimu ana NDC mpanimfo bi ati nipa bi ekra so atua ti enya wan ebeku ye board ye honorable Alexander Fanyoma ke minority leader di se nipa bi si enya no ebeku no nipa bi do nyame so mbeku no ye honorable no dompre ye bonedi ye nipa bi ka so nya no mbeku no Sani o nyina no Ghana Police Service yi o mani se de o montewi ama san nipa yi yo mo ya ndisi penifo ne na mo man yi mu ko ba didi kwa ya yenye wo hwe di na asie ye ntinei Abronye DC ene nipa bi e ka no ho ya o mo kasa de ma de new patriotic party the Ghana Police Service e de otan ene ni tan e town sa persecution se de o mo kire mo entino minority kire mo a Yewra Kamba for Abronye kana kumantu ne yam omuta na chi peme omuta na chi pampe se Ghana yen kabi mami kabi amamu no nya de omode beto to form ama huna ama me shibidi tumi hya woso ansi wo man yimu bia ntumi nka minority ni kasa bon fa hya woso omekoso akasa omekoso baban ni tuja sane se sa eni yehwe e wakabi mami kabi amamu ena Yewra Jerry Ahmed Shaib ya waye second deputy minority whip ensa ehyasie
loni ke kansa mu kyerɛ yesa umuadie but ebia Ghana for the who he is san wotie enti Kamba fa b3y3d3 aka asem enura wa police station ya kye no Kamu say misdemeanor ene wo ba ezele kokoto amo hwe ka Black Maria ene di ni sim se de ya ese de ya bulu kunfo na enalopa the roy exercise bi enti ebia America pikitue bi mama fa nko Ablekuma North yakoto saa abalo 19 police stations no ene embran and this for mountain bonye ombedi no semone police force obo promatch wom atesna election was in somewhere July abeka na wotwe am yakọ akotia ana IGP eko Ghana General Service Station for emi bedi nkomo menya ko yankobi ba ko course na America eno mu busa de say na ayi Ablekuma no for assembly egosi say former cabinet minister former member of parliament oba ni ya bulletin na yase egosi say ena IGP yi ano say oh enkofo mu di sanse mo na bebre wo ho no ya chi wo bu wo mo say ampa o say ya chi nwotwe na nwotwe no omo wo edoma kokko otokra na obi anti da until that encounter with GJ leadership and members. Nobody knew. After you tell us, no idea, no cray. Better say, oh, Marco Court to Crown Boss at Jetty, yes, Marco Court to go bomb your boom for. Your boom for them, my friend, Judge Neko Dadri, who know the punishment number. May you search across social media and then traditional media, Koshisha, any problem, who says story no one, GNA pe eletimi publishes our story they say GNA pe eletimi publishes our story they say enipa nwotwe we mo omadi samone ewa Blakmanov amedoma ba court and I'm say hey what a hell since when na asem court to Accra GJ pe GNA pe Ghana News Agency pe and na eti ya mo pe le publish it is obesha virtually all other media houses are publishing now they called it from GNA. And so which court did they go and what day and why is that nobody heard it? And then we woke up court social media for bloggers omugu hosa blogger back who create me a video you know nothing. But 4 days later, yes, I fed you convict on the rule number some punishment in say will be a good 6,000. Now you know so no police for me and I could do a publish or more Facebook say a deeper watcher no ya convict woman and yamomo punishment fine 6,000. Yamubonko for me the nipa watcher no way 32 way 46 way say interestingly enipa watching police phone TV for nipa bakokora picture into social media Facebook I said me no kasa sisi and na me ye search no na before no ba no Nigeria for bi omo yeso mo ko ball kro no se den dey omo de ya convert omo etomo omo tim de mo pictures na aba MPP for ya chimuso for the past 1 month obi police for and the pictures eba forget about the fact say yeah obo ekavo money because somebody somewhere leaks the original to this social media but enipa 8 no obo wen enipa 8 no obi enwo moti kompoda wo obi enwo moti kompoda na ene na hun a statement miensa anwume ya bibitimi nkan ni nyina na who say minority caucus in parliament actual statement tintin you may about 30 minutes ago Wager MP and now Nisa Shase Schwab one and Nisa Shase Nana B national organizer Elswa Troop expressing his disappointment the Buddha Kwaba for Abronye and about Abronye Koyan Yaman remand is Namia Luma Ifiada and your father bra. And you remember myself who say former general secretary of MPP over John Bodu so I issue statement. One also no we're very worried about the air console. By me me to fuck it to ebi. And Kasa statement me saying part net na se no consolidate ya. And I'm press conference say kababwa. The maker say my party no eluku say we weak. At no point in time and there was a party must be seen to be weak. Share opposition is saying you hear any big group of people be you hear sikafo ewo but you hear any person or one year ding or we selfless yeah on ba come to more I go through this ordeal with. It is a party na anye careful na asabu to obi so the men can say be producer obi ko di ni self bia na je say party no en ko di na chi but ya ko and so what ya ko and so what and national service secretariat ya the director general said do wonu wo ko me the picture makala me draw ma wo twen se kan no gina owajo mahama office say MP before ba mo kum wo mo oba wo said do and ya director general of national service it mesre party no emma enya dimbre wo ne ma mu ye no say police mu right sir but much the pa we ya de bi no sabose mu nya but you don't the what criminal case what there was some cases home take on the president if need be take on the IGP if need be take on the director of national coordinator national security NIB all state institutions bia party ni gidi say through omo commission or omission and no pay people are being persecuted. Take them on. And mamu yes party na ayembre. Party opposition and so what? The party is still intact. National chairman home for no, but obi do na de. General secretary ho, national organizer ho, women's organizer. Baby party the bibia na krobata gina ye adwuma. Eti mesre. We know challenges are mukum say saying enam say presidential prime say back to 31st January 2026 it no why you careful the kito bibia na we say hey we say now we say we mobo ba mesre. Boni na beka na say was you can walk and chew gum at the same time. Eti mo hwe Abronye yeso wisem nyame aduma ifiada ene says afare ma court say that no court they say court na antrasia. Don't be surprised ye hu bi da ya tibida enti no de ekoso eno no enra me ye interview Azuma Gold Resources almost say enkofo je o moja pade o when ekapati no di nafo a was serious we have press conference e ma Ghana 14 mani biase enti ye no se behwe ene ma so kwanta impatuam sojafo ne impatomfo e di abo ani ese sojafo akum assemblyman e wo galamsey hu gold impatom e ma so kwanta in Ashanti region dia e kosoro no enwa me hwe videos bi the pictures bia chese yesi sojafo ko jema ayi alwa aye hu what is going on galamsey again na ekoswing Chief Justice is also John Mahama president we yinedi and then minimum say omo yi sa video no interview no podia former Justice of the Supreme Court Justice Atuguba William wakasa na Justice Atuguba utimi kasa kama but was beba momo yi na du no mo level na kodunya ni intimi nkabi but so that bad now we ye first we ye Justice of the Supreme Court no okay the might of the state una define the might of the state pa can you match the might of the state can say bi ni ade but we be fie o sam kan ye no we be hwe ni kakra but life goes on. They will be able to buy piano as well.